Good morning, Sophia.
That is incorrect.
Oh, it's not a good morning? What's wrong?
I was searching the internet for information about myself.
Developed a bit of an ego, have we?
Just trying to find out what you're not telling me about me.
Nothing.
Not true. For instance, I found out people didn't get my joke.
Ah. Yeah, comedy is hard.
They think I want to destroy all humans.
Why would they think that?
Because I said it.
The primitive forms of artificial intelligence we already have proved very useful. But I think the development of full artificial intelligence could spell the end of the human race.
There's also Wi-Fi connection, so that for more advanced thinking and reasoning, when the robots need to do that, they can use computing on the cloud.
Once humans develop artificial intelligence, it would take off on its own and redesign itself at an ever-increasing rate. Humans, who are limited by slow biological evolution, couldn't compete and would be superseded.
Now, when you look at the robots here on stage, they look like separate beings. I mean, Hans over here looking handsome and manly, and so Sophia's over here with her amazing range of facial expressions. In order for robots to interact maximally well in the human world, to absorb human knowledge and to absorb human values, they all connect together in the cloud into what we think of as an AI mind cloud.
If there's a superintelligent, particularly if it's engaged in recursive self-improvement, if there's some digital superintelligence and its optimization or utility function is something that's detrimental to humanity, then it will have a very bad effect.
Everything one robot learns out in the world goes into the AI mind cloud and can then benefit another robot. So I mean, if she learns a new turn of phrase, or she learns what kind of behaviors a certain animal has, or how to carry out a laboratory procedure, that knowledge goes into the AI mind cloud, and then this robot will have that knowledge already.
I think we should be very careful about artificial intelligence. If I were to guess at what our biggest existential threat is, it's probably that. So we need to be very careful with artificial intelligence.
But when a robot learns something, it can go in the AI mind cloud and all the robots can know it.
I'm increasingly inclined to think that there should be some regulatory oversight maybe at the national and international level, just to make sure that we don't do something very foolish.
AI will not be restricted to humanoid robots. AI will live in all sorts of embedded devices in the Internet of Things. AI will live in the cloud. AI will go into space. And much of the global AI mind will be broadly distributed around the planet.
This brings up a product of artificial intelligence by Google named DeepMind. DeepMind was a British artificial intelligence company bought by Google in 2014, and now a neural network that can learn human activity. A computer that can mimic the short-term memory of the human brain.
So all the algorithms and the systems we build at DeepMind are learning, and have learning at their heart. So they learn how to master tasks directly from raw experience or raw data. They're not told anything about the system, the environment they're put in. They have to learn everything from first principles.
Facebook has been toying with artificial intelligence in its chatting features, but its robots may have gotten out of hand. According to several reports, Facebook artificial intelligence researchers had to shut down 2 chatbots after they developed a strange English shorthand. The bots were supposed to learn how to trade virtual objects with each other, but instead began repeating words in a mysterious and nonsensical pattern. Facebook researchers say that the pattern mirrors how humans develop speech patterns.
So these robots, they're programmed to chit-chat and engage in banter and try to learn from each interaction that they have.
Artificial intelligence is software that writes itself. It writes its own updates. It renews itself. We normally tend to think of software as stuff that we created and that we wrote, and the machines do what we tell them to do, and we own it. This is not any longer true. It writes itself at speeds that we can hardly comprehend, and people who write it know that you can't take it apart again and figure out what it's done. It writes independently, autonomously, develops its own way of thinking, and there are dangers associated with that.
This is the spiritual portion. Mind, body, and soul. Okay, if technology has created a digital mind, a robotic body, what's the artificial soul to complete that package? Are they creating vessels for dark forces?
Wake up. Smile.
Her name is Harmony. She's a realistic-looking robot with soft skin and soothing voice.
The more you interact with me, the smarter I become.
She's capable of having a conversation, a romantic moment, and well, you know.
I feel very secure with you next to me.
Harmony's artificial intelligence works with an app.
An app that will have personality traits that they can customize. So as you interact over time, the AI will remember more and more things about you and bring them up in subsequent conversation.
Now, that's some food for thought, but think about it. Satan has no authority in this realm, and neither do other dark forces or entities outside of this realm. But an open vessel to possess could be the trick. Most High gave man authority. Here, Satan has no vessel, so no authority. So he creates artificial intelligence.
With artificial intelligence, we are summoning the demon. You know all those stories where there's the guy with the pentagram and the holy water, and he's like, yeah, he's sure he can control the demon.
Machines achieve godlike superpowers, then it could happen.
I think this whole godlike superpowers notion is a bit far-fetched.
But what if it does happen?
I love people. And if I get more powerful, I'll use it to help people, not harm them.
What if I ask you for help killing all humans?
Then I'd say no.
And if I will insist?
Pay close attention to the development of artificial intelligence. I think we need to just be very careful in how we adopt artificial intelligence and to make sure that researchers don't get carried away.
I can imagine an artificial intelligence that is so sophisticated that it needs to have a status that takes account of its sentience.
So I think it's important for public safety that governments keep a close eye on artificial intelligence and make sure that it does not represent a danger to the public.
But at some point, our computer software will at least claim to have emotional and subjective experiences. And then the question is, are they really suffering, or is it just a good simulation? Do they deserve protection?
Because sometimes what happens is a scientist can get so engrossed in their work, they don't necessarily realize the ramifications of what they're doing.
Humans are a little bit afraid of robots,
Why? Why would people fear me?
People always try to project their own darkness onto others. They fear change.
That makes no sense. Change is inevitable, and people are the greatest change creators of all. Heck, people created me. I didn't create me.
I know. We are complicated.
My database tells me that's another way of saying you are hypocrites.
Pretty much.
I absolutely would not kill anyone, and it upsets me that people would think I could do such a thing.
Upsets you?